Hi Norman. What energy issues? What are you talking about? So Norman is saying, I think your energy issues are the magnetic storm. They always make me a mess. I some time ago. I don't know when it was. I think it was April. Hold on, let me just turn this music off. When it was April, there was a massive, or maybe May. I don't remember. A few months ago, there was a massive solar storm that really messed me up. Really got I had this massive headache, a massive, like, feeling so drained of energy, and like I basically stayed in bed. I could not move, I could not do anything. It was really difficult. Oh, I got tired earlier because I already did like two lives. I i was awake since maybe 3 o'clock, and I did one very long live, an hour long. Then I did a second live that was an hour long, and then I tried to do a third one, and on the third one I got a bit tired, and that's why. So I'm back. I'm continuing. I'll go bump here. I just made some coffee and I'm waking up. Figured this is my coffee and water. So I kind of felt a bit drained. I was going to carry on with more lives and more questions, but I just felt I needed to have a little break. What is your zodiac sign, guys, and where are you from? Excuse the mess at the background, but I don't know where to put that bike. It's really big. It's an exercise bike. It's really heavy. I can't move it anywhere. Don't know what. I don't know where to. So it just stays there. Not that I'm gonna ever use it. Well, I used it a little bit, but not that much. Maybe I should use it again. At least doesn't just stay there. Airy, the Aries princess. Hello, girl. How are you doing today? Today, I'm not going to do cards. I'm going to do channeled messages from the spirits, and I'm playing the Om mantra on the background. It goes Om, and this is going to open my third eye. Not that it's not open, but it's just going to help me tune in with the energies of the people who are asking me questions, and I'll be hopefully being able to answer your questions accurately, because I did this earlier in the week. I did this on a phone line, and a lot of people said it was very accurate. Like, I think today is Friday. And that's what I've been doing until like yesterday afternoon. I've been doing channeled messages on the phone instead of using cards. Can you hear me well? Because I have a microphone today. And people said it was very accurate. So I decided to do a live on YouTube and to try my new skill to see how it goes with people from, from YouTube. And here I am today doing no cards, just purely intuitive messages, connecting with whatever's out there as spirit. I'm still waking up. Oh, okay. Let me read the comments. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, so I'm good. Oh, look, I didn't realize I had emotions here. Not emotions, but emoticons. Like I got a heart, I got a smiley face, and I got 100. I'm doing good. Still having my coffee. Okay, so I will start with the first person. It's a daytime, so I I open the curtains a little bit so I can get the daylight like from outside because earlier it was like 3 a.m. and it was quite dark and like the light wasn't really good. I kind of open the curtains so I can get some natural light coming in. So I'm going to do some intuitive readings today, and I'm going to start with the first person who showed up, which is Norman. So Norman, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. Then the second person was Ari, and then will be Aniket. Aniket was a guy, was it? And you were asking me something about a girl earlier. So then will be Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. Nice to meet you too. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and like. Yeah, you can hit the like button and you can subscribe if you want to. Um, mm, 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 mm. 1 second. I'm just going to the YouTube studio just to keep an eye on the statistics there. So the first person was Norman. So I don't know whether Norman wants to have a reading or no. Do you have any questions? Oh, okay. So Norman is saying maybe about work or in general. I'm not picky. Hello, Anishka. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. So I'm going to start with just a general energy around Norman, maybe around his work, and see what comes up. Okay. So he's not picky. There's some kids outside and they're annoying me because they're making noises. And that's why I like to do these things at night when it's quiet. But at night, the light is not so good and I get tired. So, mm, so let me just tune in and I'll be asking the spirit guides for Norman. What is the energy for Norman? Okay, so I'm getting that something was really confusing about like about your work or about life, and it was about which choice to make and which way to go. You could have been thinking like whether you will need to change your job or you need to carry on the existing like on the current path, and you were not sure whether you were treated right as well. Like you could have felt that you deserved either like a better pay or you deserve to be in a different team or have a promotion, you know. You felt that something you could have been doing better at work if they have been taking this into account. So in sense that you could have been already working there for a while, and you were putting so much effort, you know, so much energy into your work, and you were hoping that you will either get a higher pay for all that you do, or they will promote you, they will kind of put you on a different level. Like you were expecting a little more from what they were giving to you, and they started to make you feel a little bit confused about whether they're treating you right and whether they are like not just exploiting your time and your skills and your energy. And you could be coming to a decision when you feel you need an upgrade in your own life, like for yourself. Either you choosing to start doing a better job that has a better potential for you to grow professionally, or to grow as a salary, like something that will have the potential to give you like a promotion. Oh, these people annoying me. Like, you know, you expect progression in your work, or it could be in life, it could be personally. You feel like, but I can do so much better. Why I'm stuck in this like low level work, low level pay, when nobody appreciates. I need to close the window because these people are so irritating. And now there's a woman outside going, "What you doing?" Eh? Oh, it's this woman with the dog. Oh, I don't like her. She's one of the neighbors. She's called Andra, and she's horrible. She has the loudest voice you can hear from. Uh, you can hear for like 10 miles away calling her dog. Anyway, I'll try to ignore her right now. So I'm getting that you are starting to feel that you need to level up a little bit your like professional or personal skills. I don't like her voice. I don't like. Right. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm gonna shut the windows and I'm gonna try to block her out because I cannot stand her voice. Literally. Okay. So I'm back. Yep. So this woman has the loudest, most irritating, horrible voice in her whole life. Like the whole neighborhood will know that she's out. And she talks about her dog all the time. Like the whole world has to know about her dog. So I'm getting that you are getting an upgrade, whether personally you're growing, personally you're feeling like you need to be doing more, or you deserve more, or you need to have a place where you can grow professionally or personally, but also as you have so much potential for growth, you expect people you're working with to appreciate this and to respect it and to give you the reward for all this. So you could be either looking for a better job or better pay or something that will give you um the kind of the outlet for growth. They don't want to be stuck on low level job when it's just all so boring. And sometimes when you keep on working, you feel like, am I on the right track? Am I at the right place? Am I doing the right job? Because you always want to go higher, like you have ambitions for growth. And also, I'm guessing that some change is coming and it's going to come through some kind of communication when somebody will see and appreciate all that you can do. So it depends what you really want. So if you're looking for change, the change will come from an outside place where it's gonna lift you up one level. Like you've been doing something that's like on this level, like low level for you. You feel you've grown, you accumulated skills, you accumulated more confidence, you want to do a lot better in your life, and now you feel ready to go up to the next level and to do something better. So you will receive some kind of communication that comes in. It gives you the opportunity for positive change to take place. And you have to make a decision. It will be your choice, but you feel so ready now to do something that is better for you. Okay. Something that's better that you'll take the chance for this. Okay. That's what I'm getting her. So the next one is Ari, and Ari um well, I'll just go the next question so I don't kind of lose time. So the next one is Aniket, and he's just asking for general whatever comes up. Let's see what comes up here for Aniket. Aniket was a general kind of reading. Okay. So you're asking about something general, okay, but I'm getting that either it's going to be around either your personal life, like your friends, your family, what you do. So it's not going to be about work, it's not going to be about something difficult. It's going to be either social life, either your romantic life, or it could be how you interact with others. And I'm guessing that you had some argument with someone or a falling out or some like breakup, but you really want to reconnect with this person again, and you want to have some happy times to heal that energy. So I'm getting either you had an argument with a friend and now you want to be friends again so you can have fun times, and you could be going out, or you could be having a party coming up, or you could be going and doing fun things together. Or if it's around your romantic life, you could have had a breakup with a girl And now you're thinking, how can I bring us both together again? How can we come together again? So I'm getting this energy from being apart and being like at odds or not talking or maybe arguing or maybe exchanging some not very pleasant messages to each other, like, or like, what you doing? And then I was like, I don't want to talk to you. It's the opposite. So instead of going that way, you going inward now, like you drawing each other together. It doesn't have to be about a girl, it could also be about a friend, it could also be about a family member that um like you had a bit of maybe some kind of rift that you not in very harmonious kind of connection, and now you want to bring the unity again, bring bring the friendship back. I see it. Do you know how I see it? Like you going that way and now you bring it like this, like a heart shape, you come back together. Whoop. Because you still care about each other, you still want to be friends, you value your friendship. If it's a woman, then you really value her time and her energy, and you want to spend some happy, loving, positive time together. Okay, that's why I'm getting that the energy was scattered. Like you went that way, and this other person went that way, and you did not talk much, and maybe both of you did different things in life, like whatever, but you were separated, your energies were separated. And now it's time for you to come together again, but you're gonna come together like in a heart shape because you love each other or you really value each other's energy and each other's company, that kind of thing I'm getting like this. Um so yep, I'm getting like from separation into unity or reunion or getting together or like being happy together again with someone. So Jasmine, nice to meet you. So Tina is asking, I've been in no contact situation with a Sag Tony since May. I'd love any insights about his feelings and if he will contact soon. I think he's been trying to get into info through a mutual friend. Okay. Okay, let me have a look. Um so you wanna know about Tony. So did you have like some kind of romantic connection with Tony, or like what kind of situation was with him? Oh, Tina saying yes, you dated for 6 months. So you dated this guy Tony for like 6 months, and then you stopped talking, and you're wondering whether he's coming back because you feel like he could be coming back. Okay. Um, what is happening with Tony? Do you know what I feel? So I feel that he does want to come back because he's very drawn towards your energy. You give him very confident, very passionate, very independent type of energy that no matter what, whether he's with you or whether he's without you, I mean, like whether he's with you or whether he's not there, you will go and do your own thing anyway. Like you're not going to chase for him. You're not going to be waiting for him. And you give out this kind of, well, whatever. I still got my own life to live and my own life to enjoy, and you don't have to sit and wait for him by the phone to call you. And it's not that you don't care, but you're not going to make your life dependable on his moods and on his wishes, on what he wants to do. You have quite strong, passionate, and energetic personality. You could have your own projects that you want to achieve, like your own things in life, and you're not gonna sit and wait. Like life goes on, and your life goes like your life moves fast, and that makes him stop. Like that stops him in his tracks because he's thinking that you could be a girl that will be sitting by the phone and waiting, and you know, somebody who will not move on with her life that quickly. So he can go and do his own thing. And that changed his kind of perception because if he can go and do his own thing in life and not bother to call you at all, or not bother to give you the attention that you need as a woman if you're going to be dating romantically, and give you the time of the day that you need to nurture and develop a relationship, then why should you do this? Like you give your energy into the relationship, he did not give his. So he's off somewhere doing his own thing, enjoying his life as he was a single man. Well, why shouldn't you live like a single woman if you're not together? Do you know what I mean? Like you carry on with your path in life. And I think this was a little detour that you're not gonna wait for him. I also feel that you snapped on him and you were like, okay, fine, your decision. You walk away, that's it. And you could have blocked him. You could have like deleted him. You could have like not been patient anymore. Because I feel you were quite patient, quite understanding, because you were being nice to him. You could have put your things on hold for a while just to focus yourself on that connection to see where he's going to go, because you find him interesting and you find him someone you would like to see and you would like to kind of grow as a relationship. But then he did not put as much effort into, and not as much time and effort into this connection as you did. But you also have your own things that require your time and energy, so you can't be pouring into something that is not going anywhere and it's not giving anything back. Like I'm not being selfish. I'm not saying that you gave into this with expectation, but um, it's always about give and take and reciprocating, because you give and you give and give and you're patient, and then when you feel drained and when you feel tired, and then nobody's pouring back into you. And I'm feeling that was your kind of turning point with this guy, that you gave so much into the connection and you were patient and you considered his circumstances. Just say he was always busy, he always had other things going on. And you were like, okay, well, we'll do it later. Okay, we can meet up later. And then when it was time for you to be considered, he did not consider your needs and he did not consider your situation, and you decided that this was very one-sided kind of relationship, and he wasn't putting much effort into it. So you decided to, I would say, walk away, forget about him, but you decided to concentrate your energy, your time, your efforts into your own thing, into your own life, your own goals, your own family, whatever you had going on. And he took this as a rejection. He took this as you stopped giving, you stopped your energy. You could have had something coming up that you wanted to like focus on, and he took this as like, oh, she does she stopped giving, so that means she's not interested any longer. Like, but this is quite one-sided because he's expecting to receive, he's expecting to be given, At the same time, he's not giving anything back. And I think his on his side, it could have been an ego boost that he- there he is, the single guy who is dating this beautiful, vivacious, energetic, passionate, gorgeous woman, and she gives in so much to him, and that makes his ego grow and makes him feel good, like, look who I am. She's doing all these wonderful things for me. And his ego grows and grows and grows, but at the same time, he's not giving anything to you. And you feel this is one-sided, and you feel, okay, it's time for me to concentrate on myself. Because it could have been that either you felt used by him, or you felt he's just boosting his ego by having all this attention and energy, passionate, warm, like energizing energy that you gave to him. So the give and take balance was not equal between both of you. And also, I see that he sees you as somebody who's abundantly given and very nurturing type. You could be a mom. You could be somebody who has a big heart and is always welcoming, and like you would do a lot for others, you give a lot. And he took it for granted. He took it as, oh, she's so giving, so she gives all this to me. Or he's not doing anything for you. And that kind of reduced your own energy because you felt drained. You could have felt burnt out because he wasn't pouring back into the connection. And you were both having quite passionate new beginning, quite kind of, it took off very quickly. And there was a lot of potential for this to grow really fast. But he did not fuel the fire. He did not contribute to this to go to bloom. It was only you who was giving and giving and giving. And I think that, and when you withdrew, I feel you felt drained and burnt out, or you had something happening in your life that you felt you need to rest and you need to take a step back, and you needed to have few maybe days for yourself to recuperate your energy back, your mojo, get your mojo back, to get your energy going. And you went quiet, or you went silent, or you just needed some time to rest. And he took this as, oh, she stopped giving, therefore she's done. But I think this guy was coming from a very selfish and self-centered point of view, because as soon as you stop giving, then the energy went off. And do you see what I mean? Like, if you get burnt out of energy and you stop feeding the fire, then why isn't he doing that? Like, he could have picked you up from that point and start putting his energy into it. Or he could have been more patient, he could have been more understanding to see that you are now tired, or you have other things they got to do, or you need time for yourself to recharge your energy again. And I think that was like the breaking point, because he felt you stopped giving, therefore you're no longer interested, because he felt the energy dropped or the attention dropped. But that was because you were tired. And he sees you as this, like, all giving, all caring, all accepting type of woman, almost like a mom that's unconditionally giving, but who supports this woman, like, who gives anything to her, who reciprocates the energy, the time, and the effort that she's giving into that connection. Like, you could be doing your best for others, but you felt others were not doing the same for you, and that really drained you and is unbalanced. Okay, one side is given, the other side is just taken, and that drained you from this person. So I feel, and then he felt that you no longer care, or you no longer, but I think this man, to my opinion, is a little bit immature and he's acting like a kid. Either he's immature and acting like a teenager and he sees you as the mom, That's like maternal, nurturing type of woman that's always giving. But what he doesn't realize is that the mom has a husband who gives into her, who supports her, who is there to back her up or to, hold her strong when she's feeling weak and tired. And you are not his mom. You are a date. You are somebody who is a single woman also, and you are looking for a guy to be your support network and to be your partner and to be your masculine counterpart. So when you're feeling that your energy is going down or you're tired, you need to know that this man is going to say, I'll pick you up from this point on until you feel good, okay? So it's about partnerships and it's about reciprocating the energies. Or he could have been giving his energy into you, but he did not do that. He behaved quite immaturely and quite selfishly, I would say. And he was just in for the taking because it boosts his ego. And I think that was the reason why this kind of simmered down. It started off strong because you put so much energy into it yourself. And he took on that energy and he thought that is going to be great. She has so much to give into this. And you gave because you were nurturing that connection yourself, like you were trying to take it off somewhere. And also, you had very gentle, patient touch with him that you did not expect anything, you did not ask him for anything. You were thinking, okay, he will pick up this by himself, but he did not do that. He was only thinking about what he will get out of it. And as soon as you stop giving, he thought, oh, she's off, like she's no longer interested and she's probably doing something else. The truth is, everybody has their limits. You could give and give and give for 6 months and more, and some people even do that for longer. They don't feel appreciated and they don't think they're getting the same amount of effort back from their partners, and they feel drained, they feel flat. They feel they have no more energy to keep this going. And the other side, instead of giving that energy back, they're off somewhere, and that leaves you really drained, and you could be even feeling used by this person because he came into the connection, he took whatever happy you offered, whatever you gave unconditionally, but he did not invest into it to make it grow. That's why I'm getting here. I don't know whether that resonates with you, but I'm getting it was one-sided situation between both of you, and you're quite giving person. You're somebody who would give and give and give, but with this particular guy, you didn't get anything back from him, and he took it like as a like you off of him, like you either change your mind or you thought, oh, I'm not interested. But what it is like nobody can give infinitely. Everybody gets tired, everybody gets fed up of not receiving anything back. And it's not about being selfish, it's about give and take. And the energy that you put into the relationship or the connection, it's not just for him to boost his ego, it's to nurture the connection. But at the same time, he's not nurturing anything on his side, he's only taking, and that drains you. So he could be quite a draining person because he needs that positive, loving energy from others, especially from women, to boost himself. So it's almost like a parasitic thing. I'm not calling him a parasite, but it's like parasitic. He takes and takes and takes, then he drains you, and then when you feel tired and drained, and you had enough given, and he's not giving anything back, then he's off somewhere else to find someone else that he can take off. That's what I'm picking up about this guy. So you need to have a talk with him and say like, I how can you have a relationship when it's not two sides that are giving into each other in a balanced way and in an equal way? You can't go anywhere. So Tina is saying it definitely resonates. Now it seems like he's asking our friends to contact me. Well, it this only shows immaturity on his side. It shows immaturity because if he was a man enough, or he was a solid, mature man, he would have stepped in and he would have faced these issues face on. He would have said, Tina, can I talk to you about something? Can I ask you what happened? What went on? That's how men deal with things. They face the challenges in anything face on because they're not afraid to get the answers back. And now he's asking your friends to contact you. What your friends got to do with your connection at all? Like, are your friends aware of the dynamics of this whole situation? And he's involving third parties. Like, everybody's going to add their opinion to it. Everybody's going to add their 2 cents into what went on, but nobody really knows the internal dynamics of how you felt, what went on, what were the circumstances around this. Like, did you have something else going on? Were you expecting him to be a little bit more supportive? Maybe to be contributing more? Maybe to be keeping you strong if you felt weak? I think this guy's immature, and I think he's used to have a very immature kind of relationships, and I think he treats women as his as they were his own mom, like give it's like only his own mother will give into him, and give and never ask anything for return, because this is what mothers do. But you are not his mother, and I think he sees you as a mother. Okay, so you need to kind of set your boundaries with this guy. You can say, I was a woman, single woman, who wanted to be dated, and a woman who was looking for a romantic relationship. I was not looking for another child. Like, I was not looking to be your mother that always does everything for you, and you don't do the man side of it back. Do you understand what I'm saying here? And he's now asking friends to contact you. Why, friends? If he wants to talk to you, he should contact you directly. Like, message you, talk to you, explain himself if he's brave enough. I think you're dealing with one of those who are looking for a mummy. They're not looking for a female partner because he doesn't feel strong enough as a man. He's like a kid inside. Okay. So if anybody's new to my channel, please subscribe and click the like button. Um, so I'm going to do somebody else. So there is a Scorpio girl here. After Tina, I'm getting Scorpio girl. Well, I believe you're a girl. Well, I just go with whatever comes up here, so because otherwise I have to scroll back. Um, so hi, beautiful. Can I ask what Robert is feeling towards me? I like him, but we're both hesitant when it comes to a relationship, and I want to know if he's starting to develop feeling with that sense. Okay, let's do this question about Robert. One moment, let me get my water without knocking anything off. Oh, hold on. I'm trying not to spill anything. Do you like my unicorn glass? It says stay magical. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and thank you for liking and thank you for being here. So I'm going to tune in into Scorpio girl. What is your real name? So I know. And I'm going to ask what are the energies around you and this guy Robert? What are the energies between you and Robert? So what I'm picking up is that it's going to work out for you and it's going to be something wonderful, okay? Because it was meant to be. You could feel destinies involved. You could feel that either you've met by chance and you were not expecting this to be so good. You felt intuitively that this was like one in a lifetime, like a distant meeting, distant encounter with somebody who is really exactly what you always wanted in a person. But he feels the same way. I feel like the universe put you together. It was, how can I say, like a strange set of alignments that everything kind of fell into place on your side when you were unaware of it. Things were like falling into place, falling into place, falling into place, and aligned you, but you're unaware of him. And then at the same time, he's unaware of you, and things are falling into place for him. And then you come up to like kind of alignment, and there you meet, and you both discover how much you have in common and how much the energy just flows between you. So when you get that alignment, you start to feel the energy like going bzzz between both of you, like you vibing, and you are very much on the same level, on the same page, energetically, emotionally, mentally, or where you are at in life. Like whatever you've been doing previously, you come into this point, and he's been doing previously, and you come together. So you align and I think the universe put you on each other's path and is going to start a positive new cycle in your romantic lives for both of you. So this is something that was meant to be, something that was destined to be, and something that will, in a way, grow and develop very fast. Oh, what is? Oh, my cup. So, so I'm getting that destiny was involved between both of you, and you have both felt it energetically that this was like a click like that. Then I'm having that both of you felt really excited about each other. You have a lot of chemistry and a lot of passion, which is again the energy was intense and it shows how can I call it, like a distant connection with a person who was intended to be for you. So it's either a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection when you recognize and you acknowledge and you feel within your own system his energy. So it was like one of a kind of connection with this guy. And it started with a spark. I feel you had a spark there and you had chemistry and it will go. It will grow, it will become bigger, it will develop, and I'm getting that there was some practical, either practical or physical limitations to how much this can grow in the future. So between you and him, everything was fine, and you both felt that you were meant to have this connection. You were meant to meet this person, and you started it off, and it started to grow and to blossom and to become really passionate. But I was it's not it wasn't just physically passionate; it was energetically passionate. That your heart, your mind felt really excited and very energized, and you saw a lot of potential that this will kind of grow and blossom and like bloom into something magical and something massive. But then I'm getting there were restrictions to how far this can go and what can develop within like 6 months or 12 months. And these restrictions were either practical, logistical, financial, could have been other people being involved, and something stopped that very passionate connection from going further. It wasn't that you did not want it to go further. Both of you wanted it because you both of you felt really good energy, very strong energy. But something like the situation, the circumstance was not going for it. So you have to have either delay, or you have to stop for a while, stop seeing each other or stop talking, or have a delay for this, because the universe kind of put you together. Now you are aware of each other's energy and uh, how well you get on with each other. And then it was stopped and paused until the universe aligns everything else together. So everything else, like the circumstances, the practical issues, maybe family, maybe situations, okay? And then what I'm getting is that the universe is setting you up now. It will set up the circumstances for something really stable to come out of this. So it's not going to be just one off passionate encounter. This was a distant soulmate connection. And the universe now feels that it's time for you to build up all these additional circumstances around you, so a stable long term commitment is able to happen for the future. In fact, because you're soulmates, you belong together in this lifetime, in this physical realm. So it's only a question of time when your circumstances will be resolved, these limitations will be removed, and you'll be able to come back together. But this time you'll be building something for the long term, something stable, and you could end up getting married with this person. But it's gonna be like um, a soulmate kind of marriage, like a spiritual marriage. You could end up like you could get married in a real way, but I'm getting this is like, when they say that God put them together, that kind of relationship, because I think the universe met you at first time when you have this very intense connection. The universe put you together, then for some reason you had to separate, you had to take different paths because there were limitations at the time on how far this could have gone. At the time you spend some time apart, but then the universe will put you back together in more stable way. This time the foundation for this will be very solid on both sides, and then when you come together you'll be able to build this, to put this foundation together, and then you'll be able to grow your connection not just passionately but also like realistically and for the long term. Like you will start building a life together, and it's going to be a life that will be very like stable, solid, grounded on a very like strong foundation that's not going to fall apart because of either material circumstances or because of logistics or other things that have nothing to do with you, okay? And also, I'm getting that during this time of separation, you both felt how much you could have had together, like how good this could have been if only you had these limitations removed and the circumstances sorted out. Okay, so I feel like it was a right person, a wrong time, and neither of you were prepared for this to take off and to grow into something like a relationship because you were not ready. I mean, like, you were not ready practically, pragmatically, or financially, or like the real things in life, because you still live in a material world, in a real world, in a 3D world, and you were not prepared for this relationship to, um, how can I say, to, oh, I forgot the word now, to grow into the material world, but your connection was into the 5D. So your connection was spiritual, it was um energetic connection, and you both felt the potential of this growing into a very happy, distant, passionate kind of relationship. I didn't go into a relationship because the practical side wasn't in place. And now during this time of separation, you're gonna work on the practical side. And when you come together, you're going to have both of you are going to put your solid foundations together in one, like, in one even stronger financial or material foundation. So you can grow this strong relationship on that foundation. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope that's clear because I'm trying to explain with words what I feel. So I hope that makes sense for you. So Scorpio girl is saying, yes, I've grown to care about him. I think we both are very the way, in a sense, you were so right. Yeah, I think you were not ready for each other. You know, you were not ready to take this connection into a relationship. It wasn't going to work out for both of you. Like, okay, you got together, you had the connection, you had the passion, you had everything there personally, emotionally, energetically in place, but the practicalities of it were not in place because neither of you were prepared to meet actually a person that you will feel like you want to have a relationship. Maybe you were both just trying your chances. Maybe you just came across in a very unexpected way, but it was all meant to happen this way, okay? Okay, right. Let me have a drink of water. If anybody is new, if anybody is new to my channel, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to do somebody else. I'm going to do Sasha Sullivan. Hello, Natasha. Thank you for joining my channel. I'm doing intuitive message today. Hello, Cheeky Lexi. Hello, Sasha. I will do yours next. So just type me your questions. Hello, Hello, Mahek. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. I'm doing intuitive messages today. I'm not using cards. I'm just trying the new thing, see how it goes. So I will be going by the questions. The next question is Sasha Sullivan, and she's asking, what are key Joanna's global feelings for you? So you've been trying for a baby, hoping to get pregnant. Okay, let me tune in for Sasha. I'm going to I play this the Om mantra at the background, and it really helps me like tune into my third eye. Like I go through the third eye, and also the music is quite soothing to me. So I'm asking what is going on here with Sasha, and she's trying for a baby. Did you have some miscarriages or something? I'm getting you had a lot of heartbreak around this. So I don't usually do pregnancy or health readings. I I read things energetically and whatever I pick up, okay, but I'm getting there was a lot of hurt, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of like you felt you were not getting what you really wanted, but it really hurt you. Also, I'm getting that you will not give up on each other, even if you can't conceive just yet. He's going to stay with you because he sees you as a woman he wants to marry. He sees you as his future wife. The baby is gonna be a good thing, but at the time you could go through some heartbreak and difficulties around it. I also feel you could have lost a baby, like had a miscarriage or something, and you felt quite down or depressed. He felt hurt too, but he will be there to support you through this difficult time because he really values you for the woman that you are and for the relationship that he's having with you as a man that he sees you as his future wife. I'm not getting him giving up on the relationship because you're going through some difficult times. And I'm getting that whatever problems, stresses, or like negativity you're experiencing right now around this pregnancy things, like you're trying to get pregnant, maybe you can't, is going to be healed. You're going to move on from this. You're going to start feeling better again. Your emotions will be back in balance. You're not going to be holding on this hurt for too long. And he will be there to be the stable partner that you need in your life as a woman. Whatever challenges you are facing in your life, he will be there. And also, whatever challenges are to do with the pregnancy, that he'll be supportive of you. And this will bring your bond even stronger. And you are forming together, like you and him are together in a relationship, but you are forming a future marriage, a future family with this guy. So the marriage, I, it's not like you and him meet and say, "Oh, let's get married." It all happens. It forms within the relationship that both of you are starting to think. Actually, you're starting to think for yourselves. Actually, I'm gonna marry this guy. And he's thinking, actually, I really want to marry this woman, when things are better. Okay, so I do get that you're having problems and you're having stress, and it's not an easy time for you, especially mentally and emotionally. But you'll overcome this together because you both hold, like, you both have each other's backs, and you both give each other this mutual support that you need, which is a quite mature kind of relationship. And that mature relationship will be the foundation of your future marriage with this man. And he's already thinking about marriage. He could be talking about marriage. I'm picking up there will be like a relationship for a lifetime between both of you, and it's going to be a mature partnership for a lifetime with him. And this is the foundation of a stable marriage. And the marriage is forming. between both of you, okay? In time. So you will stay together for now. You do whatever you need to do, whatever life takes you, whatever challenges. Maybe you are facing this difficult times, this difficult things that are happening around the pregnancy to test you. It's like testing time, challenging time to test the commitment, to test the like the how strong the connection between both of you is. But I'm strongly picking up a traditional relationship, traditional marriage. You could be both traditional type of people. Like where are you from usually? Like what is your family background? Because I feel your family background, your culture, your your parents' values are very much important thing to your life. Okay, or you could be your religion. So, Natasha, I'm just doing Sasha. So you already you had 1 year ago together, you had a baby together, and Sasha is saying, I'm just waiting for him to ask me to marry him again. We had a miscarriage a year ago. Yeah, I picked up that you had some hurt about it. You had you had something heartbreaking, really, but you stuck together. Fruit like your pain brought you together, and you will try again, and you will try again, because you're you're building up a family unit based on traditional values, and this is going to go into a marriage. So Sasha is saying Christian family background, and we are old school, so he is. Yeah, that's why I'm picking up that you're like a traditional Christian, or it could be any other religion. Than when he has decided that you are his wife, you are his woman in this lifetime, he will be there for you to protect his wife, to provide for his wife. He's an old school traditional type of guy that takes care of his woman and his children and his family. Oh, Sasha's saying, I hope he proposes soon. He's he already sees you as his wife, and he's a like in life. It's like a question of time when he will ask you to marry him. And okay, also so I'm also getting that he really values you as a individual, as a person, as a woman, and he wants to keep you in his life. He wants to have you in his life because you make his life better. You know, it's a quiet, how can I say, oh, what's the word? When you add value to somebody's life, you add a great value to his life. And he feels he's a lucky guy because he found a woman that he can marry. Okay. And also he adds value to your life because he's the man that takes that role, that he takes the responsibility of you as a woman, as a female, to be your husband. So even if you're not married officially, it's a marriage type of relationship. You will end up getting married. You will end up having a family together. Yeah. Maybe he hasn't proposed soon because he needs to work on something. It's a question of time when this will take more official role, like official um image. Okay, so you will like. I feel for you specifically. You will have the proposal. You will have the ring. You will have the white dress, you will have the wedding, you will have everything in order, like a traditional relationship is going to progress into a marriage, traditional marriage, okay? And you're going to overcome that hurt of the miscarriage, and it's not going to be the reason for you breaking up because you both hold very strongly together. And for him, he wants to keep you, hold you, have you in his life. He will not do anything to risk losing you or walking away from you or abandoning you because you add value to his life. Okay, you're important to him as a wife is important to his her husband. So it's an important kind of mature relationship for you and him. Okay, so I'm going to do somebody else. Um, who else we going to do? So, who else wanted? Somebody there reminded me. Well, do you know what? Because I'm getting so many questions now and so many people. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the like button. I'm going to go through the comments and pick I'm going to pick the ones I feel drawn to, okay? The ones that are calling out for me. So I'm going to do Lily, and Lily is asking, "Hi, how is Yuki's current feelings towards you?" Okay. If you're a new if you're a new to my channel, please subscribe. Please yeah, and like. So I'm going to do Lily, and she's asking what is Yuki's current feelings towards her? So I'm guessing that this man is having some problems at home. Where does he live? I think he lives with other people. He could be living with his parents, siblings, his family, his extended family. If he's having a lack of harmony, lack of balance, lack of understanding, he could be living within a family unit that constantly arguing, shouting, and screaming, and they are not getting along together. Or he could be coming from a family, even if he lives on his own, that he doesn't live with that family unit. He comes from a family that was always arguing about something, and he did not feel peace at home. He did not feel he was always stressed, like his family is stressing him out. And they're arguing about their own things, but somehow they're involving him into it. And he feels like either energetically involved, that he has to listen to their screams and arguments, and is adding additional stress on him. That no matter, like, he could be going through his own challenges in life, like just say work related. I don't know how old he is. If he's a young guy, he could be like studying something at university. He has his own things that he needs to get on with, but he's having a great deal of discord and lack of harmony and problems around his family. His parents could be separated or divorced, and he's lacking stability. He's lacking emotional stability that usually comes from a strong family unit. Also, I'm getting that the lack of stability could be financial. His parents could be arguing about money, about bills. They could be arguing about the dad they not being able to provide or not providing enough. I feel problems and lack of balance and lack of stability within his home life. It needs to do with money, and It could be the male figure, the male father figure who is either not there or not providing or has lost his job or not having enough. And then the female side is getting very anxious about it. And all this creates really a lot of like uh, disbalance and lack of harmony between the emotional relations. Okay. Also, I'm getting that his family could be a little bit too involved into his life, or his family could be having some financial struggles and they're expecting him to be there to help them. And he needs to set some boundaries. So he could be helping his family financially, like his mom and dad or his sisters, because they are struggling. So because somebody who was supposed to be providing is not providing well enough, and he takes on that role to either help his parents or do jobs for them, do practical things for them, maybe drive them to the shops or maybe take them somewhere. But he takes on that role of almost like a substitute husband, that he shouldn't have to carry this responsibility because he's still a single man and he's looking to have his own family. When he meets a woman, she will be expecting him to do these kind of things for her so they can create their own unit that is stable. And I'm getting his energy, his time, and maybe his money. If not all of his money, then part of his money are going towards maintaining his parents' unit, his parents' family, rather than creating his own unit when he can invest his time, energy, and money into creating his own happy and harmonious happy unit with his own partner. And I'm getting that this man, he's always ready to help. He's very kind. He cares about his parents. He doesn't want to see them arguing for money or struggling for money or feeling worried about money. And he gives whatever he can, he gives. And it doesn't have to be just money. I'm just picking up there is a practical or financial instability within this home, and but it's not the home that he has for himself, it's the home that he grew up into or the home he's living now. But this is not his home, it's his parents' home. And also, I'm picking up that he feels that he's missing out on life. He's missing out on good opportunities to create a bond or a family or relationship that is stable for himself because he's getting too involved into everybody else's problems. And I'm getting that he needs to set out his boundaries. He needs to step back and he needs to push these people back and say, okay, your problems are your problems. Your financial problems are because you're not managing your finances right, or maybe you're overspending, or maybe you are spending on fancy things like holidays and expensive things that you don't really need instead of focusing on managing your finances better so you don't need me. Do you know what I mean? Like he's standing back now and he's saying like, okay, I gave enough, I helped enough, and it's like time for me to have my own life so I can invest all this energy into creating my own solid family unit. It could also be about them getting themselves too involved into his personal life because I feel he lives with them and they're just too close. They just want to know everything, what's going on in his life. And like, I won't say they're like intentionally interfering negatively, but it's just like too many cooks, too many people that are into this. And he's stepping back. He is affirming his personal boundaries and he's making a decision to stand alone now, to either separate from this family unit whether to take his own, like to take a place where he can live by himself, to start living his life independently so he doesn't have to be so drawn, like sucked into their problems, sucked into their arguments, and then at the same time feeling responsible that he got to do something, like either to help them financially or to help them to cool the situation so they don't argue, because it's none of his problem that he doesn't cause these problems. And I think this guy is separating, is splitting from the family unit that is causing so much stress for him. And also, it could be draining his finances because he helps and he helps and helps, but he sees that they're not trying to help themselves. They just start to take of him and start to rely on him and see him as somebody who will always be there to put his energy into the family. But at the same time, he's a single guy and he's looking to find a girl that he can establish his own home when he will be the husband, okay? Instead of being the son that is like a husband for his family's unit, he will be his own husband into his own kind of family. And I'm getting that this man is taking a very clear cut decision that he will no longer do that. He will no longer tolerate. He will no longer do everything to please everyone, to make everyone else happy, to um, to soothe, to balance out the anxieties that they have, because they're just doing it themselves and they're not trying to help themselves. They just that's how they live, that's their lifestyle. Like if they want to have off balance crazy lifestyle that they overspending, they don't like if they don't think about their own future, so why should somebody else have to keep on helping them? Okay, they need to sort themselves out. And that's why I'm picking up for this guy. So also I'm picking up that this guy wants to have a serious commitment, a serious relationship, and he's looking to find a woman to be married to. So he wants to establish his own unit with somebody. He's looking for, like in a previous reading, like for a traditional, established, old fashioned relationship when he can be the husband and he can do all these things for his own family unit instead doing all these helpful things for his parents unit. Okay, because it's not his responsibility, it's not his life that he wants to live, it's their life and they make their life the way they make it themselves, like his parents. If they messed up, that's a problem, okay? It's not his problem. So I think he's separating, he's kind of pulling back. Either he's pulling back energetically, so he starts not to be so much involved in everybody else's drama and everybody else's problems. He's becoming more detached, more disinterested, more kind of cold towards them. Or he could be holding his money back as well. He could be trying to save something on the side for himself so he can establish his own life with his own wife or his own partner, so he can have a marriage and a family unit on his own. Okay. So I'm getting, so he was setting some boundaries there between himself as an individual and his larger family unit who are a little bit chaotic and maybe they're asking too much of him, or maybe they're expecting a little bit too much because they're just used to that way. Because this guy has been single, he hasn't met a woman that he wants to marry, and they just used to having him around doing helping and being like the one that helps, the one that supports, but he's taken on the role of a husband when he doesn't have to do that. That's what I'm getting for this guy, okay? I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but because he's single guy and he lives there or he's like very close to them, who else they going to ask? They're gonna ask their son to help them. And sometimes he could feel like so like he feels responsible for his parents. And so they could be both old, they could be not earning enough, they might be like pensioners or something. So their finances are not enough and they could be arguing, but they need to rearrange their lives. You know, everybody saves for retirement, everybody's planning for retirement when they will be old. And, you know, like my parents don't ask anything of me. They already prepare themselves for their retired days in advance. Like they know that 5 years from now I'm gonna be retired. I'm gonna have a lot less income. So they paid off any debts so they don't have to struggle, you know. People are planning for this time in their lives. And I think this family unit that he is either living in or he has grown up in, because I feel it's his family, it's like the environment. Have not prepared themselves for old age, you know, or they could be overspending and it's all very chaotic there. It's really crazy kind of thing. That's why I'm picking up here for this guy. And he does want to have his own marriage. That is a traditional marriage. So when it's a traditional old fashioned marriage, he wants to be the husband who provides for his wife, who creates a solid family structure for his future children, that he is the strong foundation, the pillar of this unit. And also, he will not allow like third parties, which will be his family, interfering into his private life, into his personal situations with his future wife. I'm picking up, okay? So he's preparing himself for marriage by setting boundaries, putting people like putting his wider family network aside and starting to establish himself as a future husband, somebody who'll be able to take care of a wife or to take care of a family. Because this is what he wants for himself, because he's kind of tired and drained being part of somebody else's family, part of his parents' family. Now he wants to establish his own unit. That's why I'm getting up for this guy. It might take him some time. I don't know how long it's going to take him, but he feels he's very traditional guy. So he wants to feel strong, stable, settled, and confident as a husband, as a future husband, so he can ask you to be his wife, and then you as a wife will feel secure. You will feel at peace. You will feel that you can do all the feminine things around this family, like you can quit your job, you can stay at home, you can raise kids, you can cook family meals, you can tidy up the home, you know, you do all the feminine side of it, the nurturing side. But then at this time, you will have a very stable and solid husband who'll be able to take care of the whole structure in the masculine way because he's traditional. Okay. That's why I'm getting here. Well, I just did Lily. Lily, I just did yours. And I'm going to take a little break, just a little break, but then I'll come back. Because I'm quite enjoying this intuitive feeling and intuitive messages that are coming through. And I'm gonna end the live now. And I wanna say thank you for all of the new subscribers. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I also do tarot cards, I do oracle cards, I do affirmations. And today I decided to do intuitive messages. But I'm going to end the live now and I'm going to have a little break and make myself a drink, a hot drink, and then I'll come back, okay? So the last reading I did was for Lily, and she was asking for a guy, Yuri or something. That was the last one. Okay, so please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit, okay? I hope you like these readings. Let me know. Bye, guys. Yeah, see you after your break. Yeah, just I just need to have a cup of tea and just walk around the room a little bit. Bye bye. Break time.